Hello YouTube, I'm Naki5 and this is my Dragon's Dogma 2 Let's Play. Continuing right where we left off from the last one. Dramatic!
Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests, and I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? Oh, to think such a place existed. Oh, very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
Alright, let's go, Magistrate.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are Arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
I was a magistrate at Baldur's Gate. I mean, I don't know.
Let me get that. A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Ah, excellent find.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Not sure what they expect. I don't tell no one will, come on. Lies as my parents. What if you try to enjoy it? I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry.
Is this a challenge, Arisen? To see who can keep pace?
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. So the acting chief of Melve was blamed. I suspect this is some ploy of the Queen Regent and her ilk to lay claim to the village territory. However, I've heard no report of her capture as of yet. It may well be that she is safe. Perchance, she has fled somewhere outside of Deesa's reach. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for Your Majesty's efforts.
Outstanding.
An achievement.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past, as we suspected. He was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of Your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned Your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. 'Tis the least I can offer for Your Majesty's assistance.
So the agent was of Batal after all. 'Tis rather eerie that someone should be sent across the border to spy on you.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty while examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds. I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crownflowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
That man just now seems rather on edge. What could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work.
Wait.
The road's at your
I
left.
hope I'll seek out a town.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right. It's on the roads, despite the hour. You know where to find me.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? What's this? The Palace of Vermund is sending brass to an individual by the name of Dara. And brass is code for imitating someone, you say. I wonder, 'tis not unheard of for a member of the court to employ a decoy, a look-alike, to confuse assassins and their ilk. Though in our case, 'twould seem far more likely that this Darrow fellow is none other than Arthur, the false sovereign. As I am certain your majesty has already deduced. You have done well. I believe we can call this investigation a resounding success.
We've yet to get to the bottom of this. I cannot but feel that there's some grander plot at work here.
Amazing.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your majesty? Are you? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
We have been entrusted with a task. Let us approach it with all due care.
'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace.
Good evening, sir. I trust you. Fared all right on the roads, despite much obliged.
We have what we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
Right,
Yeah.
door's locked. That should do it. Chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
My fur stands on end.
Come on. There you go. Okay.
Hiya, Risen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for such a stone, and I can't find one anywhere. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could count on you, Arisen. I'll be waiting.
Our next
Silver
mission is to acquire a silver stone.
Oh, silver
Mayhaps
ore.
silver ore will serve. We can purchase it, or mine it up ourselves.
Right you are.
There's a ladder here.
Oh,
Ah, excellent find.
there's 3 ways of completing this one. The beggar's tale, that is. You either give it to his girl down at the inn next to Gracious Hands. You give it to his lady in the noble quarters, or you give it to him. The outcome doesn't really matter because at the end of the day you're the one getting paid. I'm gonna give the dress to him because it gives the most amount of coin, 5,000. And I don't really care about the morals. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Silver ore.
Well met, sir. Good evening, sir. I trust you. Fared all right on the road? You know where to find me.
find a silver stone anywhere. Have you... Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much. Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them, even just once. I want to tell them how grateful I am that they gave me life. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen. You'll help me again if I need it, won't you? Please say yes.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
Indeed, you are correct.
Tell me, I haven't got it.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
What am I to do? Aye? What do you want? What? Where did you get this? No. Never mind that. Listen, whatever you found out, whatever you think you know, pray, do not speak of it to anyone.
This experience has left scars that shan't soon fade.
'Twas a lesson hard learned, but a lesson all the same.
True enough.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel. But you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
It's you again. What are you doing now?
Ne'er in my wildest dreams could...
I know. It's a secret, right? Don't worry. I won't...
Is there aught I can assist you with?
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, forgive me. You're not a patient, are you? I suppose you must be a visitor. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I have the privilege of serving as abbess here. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients. Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we cannot afford to run out of. You would procure it yourself? I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some miasmite? The slums are a bane to the body's humours, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but we're always short on helping hands. Your aid is most appreciated, sir. May your search prove fruitful.
tell is, Maya's might can be harvested from phantoms. Monsters that wander the world a night.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Miasmite.
Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hiya, Risen. You'll help me again if I need it, won't you? Please.
I might have some miasmite in storage. Getting quite the chain of quests done. It's nice to see, ain't it? But if we haven't got any in storage, then we'll have to go kill a couple miasma specters, whatever. Miasmite. Oh, there we go.
Yes, sir.
3? Oh.
Ah, forgive me. If that's not the case, you will have to excuse me.
Okay. I guess we're resting until night and taking some of those bitches out.
Precious little time. I spent my life here if I could.
Shall we get some rest then?
'Tis an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust?
God's sake. It's easy for me to get disorientated.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
Very much surprised that I haven't leveled up yet.
Another day.
Apparently there are some... apparently they do prowl around.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
The other way then.
Only care I've had is how to spend the day.
Go on, have a look.
Making a living as a soldier. I've been afraid to travel through these parts of late. I'm no coward. Have you not heard? Goblins will set up on any ox cart what comes down this road. 'Tis true. Heard it from a fellow driver. She said their ilk robbed her cart of all the weapons she was carrying. 'Tis the stuff of nightmares. I can only pray they don't come after me and mine.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
No one's coming to assail us. Mayhap we've scared them all off.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day.
Where are we off to next?
We've a few options where to go, but I'd say our best bet is to start with the location.
We have goblins! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I knew you would prevail, Master.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
A resounding success.
There we go. And a vocation rank up. Nice.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our bones. Well done!
You'll not live to regret this. accustomed to failure.
Tis done. Thank you. I'm overjoyed to have completed the task of Master set.
Splendid.
Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome,
Follow me.
Yeah.
I shan't let them on. Was excellent. I could have done no better.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way?
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration. We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Isis sting is yours to
It is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
We've arrived, I see.
Yeah.
That's a relief.
We're unlikely to find any warm hearths down here.
Narrow pass.
Goblins approach!
We have no means of experiencing our enemy's weakness.
Bitch.
I'll hold the enemy's place.
Splendid. Well done.
Whoa. Boink.
You have my protection. The prison has been torched. Quick, douse the flames. Tremendous work.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
Love just getting random XP.
Shall we report back now?
Well...
Our task is complete.
Splendid.
Where are we off to next? Where to next? I suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start. We would like to have a Here, if you please.
Here we go again. We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our foes.
Hidden path. I suppose there will be monsters lurking beyond it.
Pray, keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
I will protect you.
Come to think of it, different masters favor different pawns. One whom I serve preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Each to their own.
Nice.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
The flicker of a shadow, the gleam of an eye, the echo of a footfall. If we hone our senses, no foe shall escape us.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
Oi, you there! If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Pray, lend us your aid.
We're in your debt.
Scatter the goblins! You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. You have my thanks. 'Twas a simple patrol mission, till we walked into their ambush. Those cursed things caught us entirely unawares. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if e'er there's a chance. You've a strong arm. 'Twas a simple patrol. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't.
We're not done yet, Master. Our next destination awaits. We've a few options where to go, but I'd say our best bet is to start with the location nearest us. We were to make for Harbour Village, as I recall. It's not far from here.
Oh, I know what this is.
Could you come over here?
Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Sorry, that wall wasn't highlighted, so I had to get it. Oh my god.
Mind the rain, Master.
The weather may yet turn fierce. Best we keep moving.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. There's something down there. Is it safe to descend?
This downpour seems unlikely to abate.
There's naught to be done but suffer our wet boots.
These really are hidden in the most unlikely
Seeker's
places,
token.
aren't they?
Our collection grows.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. I shan't let them pass. I sustain yours to wield. It was excellent. I could have done no better.
I can do no less than service to the original.
Well said. No one can defend a child with racket like this.
Brute has quite the temper.
Might be lucky to get through the car at last.
That never have I encountered such a strategy. I expect
Chances of victory are slim. The prudent choice would be to hasty retreat. I know not what to say.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Be more careful.
really
I'll have you know.
let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Was most effective.
We would do well to seek the high ground in fighting with these. It will make overpowering our foes more simple. Look out, Wizard! We're under attack! Together now. The attack has won. Strike fast and true, and our quarrel shall fall.
Nice, Luciana finished it, baby.
I am saved. Thank you, Arisen.
Well done, Master.
I got lucky with that one.
Ah, oxen.
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be. is, Master.
Alrighty, that's a wrap. See you in the next one, boys.